Hi and welcome to Real Reviews, where today I'm going to be talking about Reacher Season 2, which is currently doing the rounds on Prime Video and stars Alan Ritchson as the 6'5" man mountain of the title. So with Season 1, what we got a basic introduction to Jack Reacher through book 1 called The Killing Floor, I believe, and you got this, you know, this sort of nomadic mountain man, ex-military, very tight-lipped, very intelligent, combination of brawn and brain, who turned up essentially righted the wrong in question, which was to do with his brother, and then got back on a bus and off he went. So Season 2 finds Nick Santora, the creator and adapter, back behind the wheel. And this particular case, what we get is an expansion of Reacher. You get an idea of what he was like in the military as a major, the team that he created, and the sort of, you know, the figure he had become already prior to the Killing Floor. So we get much more background. So let's jump into exactly what it is about Season 2 that makes you want to watch it.
You refer to these special investigators as your team, your soldiers, even your friends.
You do not mess with the special investigators!
And now they're all in trouble.
So Season 2 is based on Book 11 in the series known as Bad Luck and Trouble, and essentially what you do get, at least in the opening episodes, is an idea of Reacher's history and also how he created the thing known as the Special Investigators, which were his crack commando team who sort of operated above the law within military circles. Also what you get is a return of Frances Neely, who was the PI, the female friend of his that was in Season 1, appeared briefly, played by Maria Stein. And you've also got a character called Carla Dixon, who is sort of like Reacher's kryptonite, who's played by Swan, and as close to a love interest, I think, as we ever get to see with Reacher. You've also got a few little cameos in there from Season 1. It's really, really epic. But ultimately, what this is about, it sort of dives deeper into the loyalty that he commands, and also the sort of like it just gives you a broader understanding of exactly what it is that makes him tick. In the opening 5 minutes, what you have is a helicopter hovering over a winter wasteland, and then a body is followed from being dropped feet first from a helicopter. You hear the impact, you see the body thump, and the blood start to spill, and from that point on, you are then it's a case of questioning exactly what it is. What is that connection? What is it that brings Reacher into the equation? So I'm going to dive into that next. Let's jump in, shall we?
Damn, Reacher. When we were kids, we just wrote our names in it.
Why'd you gotta hit him so hard?
I don't hit soft.
So right, so without giving too much away, ultimately what you've got here is every reason why everyone had faith the first time round with Alan Ritchson playing Reacher is exactly why you need to dive into this second season. Without giving any of the plot points away, all I'm going to say is that this is a masterful performance. There's a physicality there, there's a vulnerability there, there's a solid, sarcastic line of humour which runs through it, and he delivers it in a truly English way, which is the only way that you can really digest sarcasm, I think. And to have it so present, so present and correct within essentially an American television show is just the best thing. There's sarcasm, there's irony. Everything's very concise. There's not really a great deal of wasted dialogue. There's not really a great deal of preamble. He is still very much a blunt instrument when he needs to be, but ultimately there's also this fierce intellect which is burrowed deep below the surface, underneath, you know, the 6'5" or 6'7", 350 pound you know, muscle-bound guy that obviously inhabits this screen. From a story standpoint, it's also very, very strong. Santora has essentially cut away any fat from the story at all. And if there is any lag, it's only in that first episode, when essentially there's going to be some anyway, because all you're doing is you're laying the groundworks, and you're maybe reintroducing the character for people who, you know, haven't seen Reacher before. But why you would watch season 2 over season 1 is beyond me. So that's my take on it, and I would jump right into that rating. Let's do that now.
Looks like you had a rough night.
Had worse. Need a new jacket.
What's wrong with the one you just bought?
It has blood on it.
So I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale for various reasons. Above all, it's going to be the casting, it's going to be the writing, it's going to be that ensemble cast as well as the casting, and the central character. There's an economy to everything that goes on with this show, and certainly there's a degree of predictability about the character, but it's carried off with such panache and such flair that you can't deny. I mean, even after, you know, before they'd even aired season 2, it had already been greenlit for a 3rd season. So I think it's time you buckle in and get down to business. Turn on Prime Video and tune in to Reacher. Do it now. Let's do that trailer now. And so it is, you've reached the end of the video review for Reacher Season 2, which is currently doing the rounds on Prime Video. So if you've liked this video, then all you've got to do is click that thumb, let me know. Failing that, you can always just drop a comment in the comment boxes below, and I guarantee that I will respond. And finally, you can always subscribe so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when another one of these videos drops, then you can drop in and listen to or watch as much or as little as you would like, and then go about your day. In the meantime, check out my Patreon page and check out the rest of the channel. Take care. Cheers. Bye.